Too Many Bozos, written by Lilian, pictures by Susan Pearl. "Mother," said Danny Drake, "may I have a dog?" Danny's mother looked at Danny. "Danny Drake," she said, "you asked me that last week, and what did I say?" "No," said Danny. "You asked me that the week before," said his mother, "and what did I say?" "No," said Danny. Danny's mother said, "No, I'm sorry, Danny. Our house is too small for a dog." "But I have a good name for a dog," said Danny. "I want to call him Bozo." "No, Danny," said his mother, and Danny knew it was time to stop. Danny ran out to the park to play. He played in the park all morning with his friend Pete. They played they were pirates on a pirate ship. The little brook in the park was a great river. Up and down the river went the pirates in their ship. Danny saw the little frog first. He knew at once he wanted that frog for a pet. Pete helped him catch it. They found a box and put the frog in it. Then Danny carried the frog home. "Oh boy," Danny said to the frog, "am I glad I found you. Won't Mum be surprised?" Mum was surprised. Danny held up the frog. "Now I have a pet," he told his mother. "Do you want to hold him?" "No, thanks," said Danny's mother. "I'm going to call my pet Bozo," Danny said. "Bozo the frog." "Please tell Bozo the frog to stay in your room," said Danny's mother. Danny kept Bozo the frog in his room and took good care of him. He made a nice home for him and gave him bits of meat to eat. What fun the frog was, and what a good jumper! First Danny put down one book. Bozo jumped right over it. Danny put down 2 books, then 3, and Bozo jumped over them all. One day Bozo made one jump too many. The door to his house was open. Jump! Bozo was out of his house. Jump, jump! He was out of Danny's room. Jump, jump, jump! He was here and there all over the house. At last Bozo found the best place of all. It was a place with water, so he jumped right in it. He was in the kitchen sink. The sink was full of dishes. Bozo sat on Mother's best green dish. Danny's mother came in to do the dishes. She screamed when she saw Bozo. Bozo was so scared he jumped out of the sink right at Danny's mother. "A frog in my sink! Ugh!" cried his mother. "Danny, take that frog out of the house at once." Sadly, Danny put Bozo into the box and walked back to the park. On the way he met his friend Billy. "Look what I have," said Billy. He held up a little cage. "Look what I have," said Danny. He opened the box a little. Right then and there they swapped. Billy took the box and Danny took the cage. Danny ran all the way home. "Oh boy," he said to himself, "am I glad I met Billy. Won't Mum be surprised?" Mum was surprised. Danny held up the cage for her to see. There was a little white mouse in it. "This is my new pet," Danny said. "I'm going to call him Bozo. Bozo the mouse." Danny took the mouse out and let him hang on to his sweater. "Look, Mum," he cried. "See what Bozo does? Do you want to try it?" "No, thanks," said Danny's mother. "And Danny Drake, don't let that mouse out of your room." "It's all right, Mum," said Danny. "Bozo the mouse won't get in the sink." Danny took good care of Bozo the mouse. He cleaned Bozo's cage. He put food and water in it. He played with Bozo every day. Bozo the mouse did not get into the sink, but one morning he got out of his cage. He got out of Danny's room, and he went down to the kitchen. Sniff, sniff, went Bozo the mouse. The kitchen was full of a good smell. Danny's mother had just made a cake for the big cake sale. That is, it was for the cake sale until Bozo the mouse saw it. Bozo the mouse liked the cake very much. When Danny's mother took a good look at her cake, she cried, "My cake! Oh, my lovely, lovely cake!" Then she said, "Danny Drake, take that cake-eating mouse out of the house at once." Sadly, Danny put Bozo the mouse into his cage. "The best place to take Bozo the mouse," thought Danny, "is back to the pet shop. That's where Billy got his white mouse in the first place." So Danny took Bozo to the pet shop. The pet shop man was glad to get the white mouse back. Danny and the pet shop man made a swap. Danny ran all the way home. "Oh boy," he said to himself, "am I glad I went to the pet shop. I wonder what Mum will say when she sees what I have now." Danny's mother did not say anything at first. She just looked at the box Danny was holding. "What in the world is that?" she asked. Danny held up the box. "This is an ant farm," Danny told her. "See all those ants? I can watch them work and everything." "Ants!" cried Danny's mother. "I can just see ants all over the house. No ants, Danny Drake, and I mean it." "Mother," said Danny Drake at last, "I just have to have some kind of pet." "Yes," said Danny's mother, "I can see that you do." She put her arm around Danny. "I know just the pet for you," she said. "Is it better than a frog?" asked Danny. "Much better," said his mother. "Is it better than a white mouse?" "Much, much better," said his mother. "Is it better than an ant farm?" "Oh, yes," said his mother. "Much, much, much better." "Danny Drake," she said, "how would you like a dog?" "A dog?" cried Danny. "A dog?" "A little dog," said Danny's mother, "because our house is little, but a real dog." "Oh boy," said Danny, "a dog! And guess what I'm going to call him?" "Bozo," said Danny. "Bozo the dog." "Bozo," said Danny's mother. "What a surprise." The end.